Good day, grade 9s. I'm quickly going to go with you, Katlego Denzel, just to help you with your task 4. It's actually quite easy and a nice task to do. So there's 3 things that you need. You need a 2-liter cool drink bottle or any bottle, cool drink bottle, string, ruler, and a calculator. You have to measure. Remember, it's going to differ from mine and yours, so it doesn't matter. Just measure. So for us to measure the cool drink bottle's height, it's not that difficult. So we use a string. So you'll just measure, keep it here, let it hang down, and then you just make sure you know what the length is, and then you just use your ruler and you measure. So what I did is I measure up to here. I know it's 30 centimeters from the beginning, so now I can just add 30 plus another 6, so it's going to be 36 centimeters. For the circumference, you just take the biggest part of the bottle, put your string around it, okay, keep it there, and then you measure it again. So remember, I know this is 30, so I can just go 30 plus another 4. So it's 34 centimeters. And then for your diameter, you can just put it over the bottle, measure. Remember, we measure with our eyes, so it won't be exactly right all the time, and that is about 11 centimeters. Okay, so now you did all the measuring, and then they start, now use the formula. Okay, so use the string to measure, that's number 1. Use the formula. So what you're going to do is you're just going to substitute. So they say the formula for the circumference is C equals 2 pi radius. So what is my radius? Remember, if I got a circle, okay, that will be my diameter, and my radius is half of that. So if you measure your diameter, mine was 11, so my radius will be 5.5. So we just put it in, 2 times pi, remember pi, and then 5 times 5.5. So pi, you can use 3.14, or the pi is 22 divided by 7, remember that. Or even if you do know your calculator at the bottom, you can use second function, that one. It will also give you the pi sign. But if it's easier for you, you can just go and say 2 times, now we use the 22 down over 7, and then as well as again times 5.5. Okay, you can do it anyway, it doesn't matter how you do it. You just measure it all, and then you equals, you get an answer of 34.57. So that is when I measure. See, it's almost the same. And then question number 4, they say, or number 3, do the 2 answers of the from the bottle differ from each other? Yes, they do. And why do you think? You can give any reason. Maybe we just didn't measure exactly the right distance, or yeah, just give a reason why you think it differs. And then now we're going to do the same with the volume of the bottle. How much liters cool drink is in this bottle? It's going to be 2.25 liters. And then you just going to measure it using the formula again. So now they give us the formula. The volume is pi radius times height. Okay, you got your height. You did measure it already. Got your pi. You know the radius, half of the diameter, so it's going to be 5.5 again to the power of 2. Okay, so I don't know if you're used to using your calculators, so I'm going to quickly do this one with you, step by step with the calculator, so I can show you. So like I said, you can use the shift and then the 10. You can see there, it'll give you your little pi sign if you can use it. So you use shift and then you press that button. You'll see on top of it, you'll see the little pi sign. Okay, then you must just go next. So we go at the end of it. And you have to put times, because if something is next to each other, it means times. So it's pi times. Now go radius. What was your radius? 5.5 in my case. Remember, yours can differ. And then to the power of 2. You see there's little x to the power of 2. You can use that button. And then times again. And what do I times it with? My height. What was my height? This was 5.5 to the power of 2. And I times my height. That was 36. So I times my height times 36. Okay, now put everything in the calculator. Just, I'm not sure if you use the same calculator as mine. and then equals. Now it will give you an answer with a little pi. So we just use the SD sign and it will give you a real answer. So my answer here is 3421.19. Okay, and remember this is centimeters, cubic centimeters, so this to the power of 3. Okay, now they give us a scale. They tell us that 1,000 cubic centimeters equals 1 liter. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my answer and I'm just going to divide it by 1,000, because 1,000 cubic centimeters is 1 liter. So take 3421.19 and we divide it by 1,000. So my answer is going to be 3.4 liters of cool drink. So next question, does it differ? Yeah, it does. Why do you think it differs from you? Because now we're using the height that we measure, and maybe it's not that easy to measure correctly, as well as we are measuring a bottle that they think it's exactly the same, but this bottle is smaller on top, so it's going to be less volume here. But for my measurements, we measure a bottle that they think looks exactly the same. But you can give any example or any reason why you think it differs. And then use the formula to calculate the surface area of the bottle. So again, my formula, my surface area equals, it's now number 7, equals 2 pi radius times height again. So it's 2, remember, means times, pi means times radius, that was 5.5. It means times my height, that was 36. Okay, this was for my bottle. Remember, you must put your own measurements in there. Let's do the calculator again. So I'm going to start with the calculator. So again, 2, start with 2. And then I press times. Second function to get my little pi sign. Again, times 5.5 times 36 for height. Just write all the answers in here. Okay, we'll get a mark for that as well. And then equals, give my answer. Remember, it gives the answer with a little pi sign. Just press SD, my SD sign. And then I get my answer from 1, 2, 4, 4. And when this will be centimeters, cubic centimeters. Okay, because we times height and my radius was both in centimeters. So that will be a centimeters times centimeters. So I'll give my cubic centimeters. So that will be your 35 points for your task 4. So it's not that difficult. Quickly recap. You have to measure the height of the bottle. You have to measure the circumference of the bottle as well as the diameter of the bottle. Remember, when you use your formula, the R for radius is half of the diameter of your bottle. So you just do it, and then you must tell them why does it differ. And then next you must use the volume. Check your bottle. Don't know, mine has 2.25 liters of cool drink in. Yours can maybe have something else. It depends on what bottle you use. And then use the formula again. Just put in your R, your radius, put your radius and your height, and you calculate. And then at the end, just remember, you calculate with cubic centimeters. You must change it to liters. How does I change it? Divide by 1,000. So you get your answer, you divide by 1,000. And then again, do it differ? Yes, it does. What's your reason? You can write any reason for me, one reason. And then again, you have to use the formula to calculate the surface area of the bottle. So the surface area of the bottle will be the bottom, that round part, the bottom of the bottle. Okay, so that will be that. Good luck, and please let me know if you don't understand. Thank you.